Here, you know what? Here, right.
So, go ahead. Yeah.
Tim cheese, too much cheese.
Well, it's a quarter after.
Oh, there's my children. Oh, hi. Is it still start? Well, I will listen. Do you like it? I'm listening. Oh, sorry. I really.
So we'll call the meeting. So I have been streaming all the meetings. So it is streaming right now. It's far away, so the camera shy. So, and I'll just go ahead and go to the school's report and the presentation by.
Excellent. Thank you guys for taking the time to come. Please come in. I want to introduce you all to Nancy Tillotson of the Los Angeles Culture. And so he's very fun. He is in charge of our news company. And so as you get seeing lots of advertisements and things this year, we did go with a new company this year. The school board changed contractors. And I have to say, from my perspective, the food has been phenomenal. It's fantastic. It's fresh. It is so much better than we've had in years past. And so I asked you to come today. We were hoping for a big turnout, but I wanted the parents to have an opportunity to see what it really looks like for the kids. And so very much what you're seeing tonight is what kids see every day. The salad bar looks exactly like that. They have fresh fruit choices every day. They have unlimited access to as many vegetables as they want. Everything's made fresh. And I'm going to let Ian talk to you a little bit, and I'll talk to you a little bit more.
So as Ms. Guy mentioned, fresh food is kind of what we're all about. So all of the stuff that was prepared today was made earlier this afternoon. So all the sauces are basically put together by these two gentlemen tonight from scratch. The rolls baked off fresh every day. All of the buns that we use, I don't know if any of you saw the sub sandwiches that are up there. We bake those fresh every day. And these meals, first off, what do you think? Good? Okay. These meals are approved by national school guidelines. So the stuff that you're eating now is the exact stuff the kids are eating. Okay. We kind of want to use it as guinea pigs on the gumbo, because we don't know, how far to push that threshold yet with the kids. But I thought it was fantastic. And that was the first time I'd ever eaten it. So these are some of the options that we're going to start rolling out as it gets colder. More gumbos, more stew type meals. The kids get a warm belly going on. Salad bar, staple of what we do. Every location, even the high school and the middle school that are not on National School Lunch, have those incorporated into their meal plans. So it's all about getting the parents the opportunity to see what we do and to test out our product. Like this guy said, we were hoping for a bigger turnout tonight. Would have been great to have some more people come in and taste the food, just so that they know we don't. This is not like a part-time job for us. National School Lunch it's not the lunch program any of us ever knew. It is completely different. And the requirements and the guidelines that we're required to adhere to make it very difficult for a lot of companies to do that. And we have upwards of 50 company chefs that on a daily basis are trying out new recipes, trying to get things to fall within the guidelines so that we can put meals like this out to the children. So, do you guys have any questions?
Where's your commissary at?
I'm sorry?
Where's your main commissary at? Like, where do you guys?
Oh, we run out of the middle school.
Yeah.
Just because it's the only kitchen that's really a workable kitchen. We have the high school, but it doesn't have the equipment that we need. We have one of them.
So spread the word. From a principal perspective, some of the biggest differences I see are it sounds strange, but one of the things we've been really watching are we've got people standing by the trash cans to watch what the kids are throwing away. And last year, it was a big problem. The kids were literally getting trays full of food. They didn't eat anything on the tray, and they were throwing it away, and they were still hungry. And so I was having to make phone calls to parents and say, hey, don't order lunch. They're not eating the hot lunch. Can you just send a lunch? This year, we are seeing very little food go into the trash cans. The kids are really eating what they want. They go through all of the fruit and vegetables every day. I mean, these guys are doing a great job of balancing, bringing what we need and refilling. But I've been very impressed with how much the kids are eating. And we found that, we're putting it out there for them and they're eating a hard orange. It's not that they're getting it in the trash. They're eating the fruit and vegetables. They've done a very good job of balancing the menu. So there's a nice wide selection. Typically, they always have some kind of sandwich choice or, something a little bit more bland in addition to, so the kids would have the same type of choices. They've always got 3 choices. So we're really finding that we can appeal to, even the pickiest eaters are finding things they like, and they're letting them have unlimited amounts of vegetables and fruit and stuff. And so the kids are, I think the big kids are getting full. We've seen a big increase. We went I've already gone from about 70-ish we're serving to about 115, 120 every day. And yet, last year the custodians had to get through the trash cans between every lunch, and this year they don't have to do that because just the waste is not going. The kids are really eating the food, and so that's been and the teachers were pleased with the freshness and the quality of the food, and so we really appreciate it.
One of the biggest things is if you give students choice, ultimately they're going to make the right choice. I think as adults, a lot of times we don't give them enough credit to think that they're going to go in the right direction. But I'm amazed when I see how destroyed that salad bar gets. It's unbelievable. So I'm available to anybody. I have cards here. I'll hand down, email, telephone. I want to hear your concerns so that we can address them to make this program better, because it can get better. And that's why we're wanting to do functions like this, because ultimately we're not going to get better without your help. And by doing that, I think it just brings the community all together.
And the challenges we faced have not been with the food, the quality of the service. We face some adjustment challenges as a school on just giving the kids having so much choice. Our lunch line is slower. Oh, yeah. And so, we had to work through some things like that, just getting the young kids served before the older. Just a few things like that we've kind of worked through. But I think that we're at the point where lunch is going really smoothly every day. Nice advantage to this program too is that you don't have to pre-order. So if your kid decides to eat that day or you don't have stuff for lunch, they can eat. If you decide to pop in and join them, we don't have to have any notice. You can come down and get lunch. It's been great for the staff because, they can just come down and get lunch. And the way the new billing system works, it is you're just kind of preloading the preload account, so then it bills them out the money, but it lets them run so they can charge. So for example, if I forgot to put, I owe the high school $12 right now because I forgot to put money on my son's this week, but he's still eating. You know what I mean? And that's what I want is, he'll not to worry about. So, and we worried a little bit about the PIN number stuff, but all of that's fallen into place. The kids are looking at their names by name. It's been great.
So one of the challenges that we had last year was PTA was paying for the route lunch and all that stuff. I know that we don't do that anymore other than the meal. However, but so it's being taken care of. Kids are allowed to get hot lunch and they can.
They're all, so this year they're all being fed via hot lunch. So if they forget something, we're feeding them from here.
Okay.
And so, and the district has a plan to absorb those costs.
Okay.
And so that is great because we used to spend hours making
Yeah.
peanut butter sandwiches,
Yeah,
and cheese
seriously.
sandwiches for those that forgot every day.
And it was like
And-
$500 a month.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it wasn't cheap.
No, and what we had a lot of then were kids that really their parents had bought hot lunch, but they didn't like it. And so they were so hungry, and we're not gonna let a kid be hungry all day, so then we would make them a sandwich or we'd make them a lunch. And, we haven't needed that at all. In fact, the box of oatmeal that we bought at the beginning of the school year has one package left.
Oh, really?
And we use that for a whole different situation.
Okay.
And so it's been really nice from that perspective.
Okay. Did they get milk with them?
Yes. They will always have a choice of fat-free chocolate, or 1% white. We're looking to integrate water because we know some kids don't necessarily want water.
And is it national standards to do fat free or 1%? You can't do 2%.
Cannot do 2%.
20%.
So weird, yeah.
1% are fat-free.
You know what's strange about that too, though? Like, I know my boys at home, if I did 1%, they'd complain.
Yeah.
The kids at school drink it. I don't know if it's just in the smaller containers.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't,
It's just
and
more
they empty
nutritious,
it, and they
2%
don't.
more nutritious.
Yeah.
Which I find funny that the national standard is.
Yeah. Well,
But, you know,
and
whatever.
a lot of that comes because of sodium.
Yeah.
So guidelines, beginning, I think it was last year, sodium guidelines really dropped to the floor. So that's where some changes had to be made. And milk was just kind of the easiest one to make it.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Better to drink 1% than not drink it.
yeah. Most of our kids drink the chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it and it tastes just like regular chocolate.
Oh.
Which is kind of strange, but it is. We are having also, we're having Thanksgiving, we're trying to do it on Friday and just.
Oh, that's okay.
So it's going to be Thursday, the 19th. It's the Thursday before Thanksgiving. I'm going to give you some information because for that day, we're going to try to get head counts. That's really going to be a hectic day. We think that you're going to love it. It's traditional turkey stuffing, pumpkin bars, green beans, mashed potatoes, gravy, kind of the whole thing. So we're encouraging parents to come in, with your kids, sit down, enjoy, let us know what you think.
So that's something that we'll really need parent help for that day, is we really want to encourage as many families as possible, everybody coming in addition to that. We will definitely need some help getting everybody served and through the lines and stuff in a timely way. That day we'll most likely do 3 lunch periods instead of the typical 2, just to make everything, see for everybody. But we really like to make it a big family event and have the parents have a chance to come up.
That's kind of what we're about. I don't know if you've read any of our information, but we try to work in conjunction with PTAs, with students, with teachers, to create meals that your kids are going to like. I will spend a lot of my time when I'm touring the schools asking the kids, did you like your meal today? What was it that you, because they do have such large selections. Sometimes they just say, I like it all, which is great for us.
Yeah.
But we want to be able to target in as many kids as we can so that we can kind of open up our variety a little bit more. We have started, we've had a lot of variety this year, but we have started kind of basic, just to try to get the kids, I guess, more familiar again with what hot lunch should be, as opposed to what it
And Ian is going to provide the food for the carnival Friday night, so it gives everybody a chance to try a different take, because they're not going to hear the school lunch guidelines and
It'll be fun.
carnival fair. So
This is going to be loaded with the unhealthy.
nachos, corn dog, little typical freedom pies, that kind of stuff. Right?
So,
Excellent.
any other questions?
So we're going to have lots of food, so feel free to make a quick take home, feel free to have seconds. And, okay, perfect. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Sorry.
No worries. So we'll hang out a little bit and then,
You know.
Thank you.
welcome to introduction.
Not yet.
Just a heads up, they have started our web construction. It really, you haven't noticed they've been on campus, which is good, and they're primarily working with students. The biggest chunk of the construction when they actually take windows out, new windows in. Right now, they've been doing a lot of wall stacking prep work. We'll be on October the 28th. And so that is actually current conference, right?
Well, it's
And
done.
which was just
Oh, I can double on the
we just put the 23rd and again, it's also the week.
Yep, you want.
So it's kind of nice that we all have kids on campus, so I first started right away that Wednesday.
Absolutely. And you want more.
Knocked out student instruction
Right.
during the 5 days. So the
It's, what's it in?
I don't know, so far they're pretty much.
Like a smorgasbord.
And so.
Yes, I'm
Just
gonna do
a
it.
reminder that the Leaf Prevention Month is this month,
There
so
you
check the
go.
website, check the newsletters, all of you are on my list. I don't know if this is my email list, but all of you.
We got.
I got my first email yesterday saying, "Would you guys want to read?"
Did you really?
It was a daddy and it was at work and I think he was all.
Yeah.
It's all funny. We changed the date for math night, because math night was originally scheduled, for Thursday night, we had given to a Wednesday. So I'll update everybody, but math night will be Wednesday the 18th, which is a Wednesday evening, and we just had a district conflict, the Thursday night is actually not. They need that, so it's sort of, it's so forward on a couple of different. So that's going to provide, I mean, they'll take them, they cook, they clean up, they read, they take away. So there's some benefits to that, but I did ask them to provide me 2 different prices, kind of a quick choice, like sandwiches or something, or a hot dog. But it won't be like tonight where everybody has a choice, it'll kind of be a preset. Maybe just because that's more cost effective, for us to purchase. Okay.
When night is math night? Sorry, November what?
November the 18th, and it's a Wednesday. And that's all I have, because you're going to cover business. Thank you guys for all the hard work, all the fun run and carnival, and it seems like the kids were pumped to get free recess.
Oh, yeah.
You would have thought we gave them, so much. And I think the teachers did a good job of keeping it a secret, and we talked about, don't. So, I think it was good. Anybody have any questions about anything going on, or? Good. All yours, Ms. Kate.
So the next on the agenda is the minutes, and so I just, this is from our meeting from October 5th, and just to give you an idea of what our normal monthly meetings are like, so you can see, we have the treasurer report, membership report, updates on construction, and then just going over the different events. We went over the breakfast, how we did, what people like, what we should change in the future. We had a lot more people come than we expected, and why was that? And so we thought it was because it was a Friday, more people could come, and having it at the beginning of the year versus the end of the year. So things like that we will keep in mind for the future. The book fair, which is going on now. We talked about changes in the Halloween carnival. So I'm not going to go over those things right now. So those are the minutes. Should we go ahead and? Yeah. So at each meeting, we approve the minutes from the previous meeting, because those need to be official record.
That's corrections, that's
Right. So I don't know if anyone has any.
I have a question about the family breakfast.
Yeah,
Letter D.
Uh-huh.
PTA purchased a fridge and a warmer, leaving the cookie and warmer. About, I don't really know what I mean.
I've never purchased a fridge.
No, so that discussion, maybe you were out of the. So that discussion was about whether we can use the equipment in the kitchen for
Oh,
our
for those
Like
event.
a long way separate.
And so first it was a no because of food service needing it.
Oh, it's
But,
you're right.
I think Karen Dobling brought up that actually the PTA purchased some of those items in there. So we have a right to use them.
Okay.
And so there was some discussion about checking exactly which equipment was purchased by the PTA.
Okay. How come they don't know what they purchased? It's because it was purchased a long time ago.
Right.
It
wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna change that so we don't look like morons. Okay.
Any other questions? So I guess I'll
With the Marine Corps?
take a motion to approve the minutes with the correction. So then we need a second motion. Okay. And then all in favor? And anyone opposed? Okay, so that's the minutes have been approved. Okay. And then, so next on our agenda is the treasurer's report. So,
Okay.
Kristen?
So, as far as the fund run is concerned, we've raised, as of 20 minutes ago, $700. And we're a little behind right now. As of Monday, we were tracking, we were right on track with what we should have been fundraising, but the past 2 days, it's fallen behind. And I'm hoping that between now and Friday, it'll, I'm sure it will, to some extent, I'm not sure how much. If it does not, we have to figure out what our plan is, whether we're gonna cut services or have another fundraiser or what we're gonna do. The other thing that I'm hoping to find out more about is how we do the United Way campaign. Because I think we're trying really hard to get the people at the lab to know that we are a 501c3 organization and that if they go through Lanel to donate, it'll match. And so Lanel will match a certain percentage of whatever it is that they contribute, which is kind of like free money for us. So it's been out on the website, it's on Facebook, it's been in newsletters. I'm not sure how else to publicize it, but that would be the best deal for all classes if you get it through Lanel. Beyond that, our expenses are fine right now because we've been haven't been spending too much other than on that money. That money is the one thing that I'm happy to spend money on. Is that teachers are not spending money on their own pockets. And then that was about.
Oh, I told myself, the tax over.
My other thing that I had was. That's about all we've been spending money on is fun run and carnival. That's it, and med money. So other than that.
Oh, the ropes course.
Ropes course, I actually just got the money today for the ropes course. They turned the money in on September 22nd, and I finally got the money today. So I just deposited it in the bank about 2 hours ago, and I will be writing a check as soon as I am sure all those checks clear. And that was $2,200, $2,250. Fourth grade is taking their PTA field trip. First grade took theirs already, and that's it for field trips at this point. Beyond that, we don't really have anything else. Do you have something, or is there anything else I didn't say?
For the spending?
Yeah, that you can think of.
Just the family breakfast.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I covered that in the last one. We spent $400 on family breakfast, but we had only budgeted $300. I think it's okay.
We're not gonna be spending money on lunches for kids.
We aren't.
That money could be,
So I spent $16 on 10 boxes of oatmeal because that was the request from the front office. But I think it was before they had the system worked out with these guys. So I don't know if those boxes of oatmeal are going to be sitting idle or.
Well, so my question, so are they gonna absorb the cost of kids who don't?
It's not absorbing. They're going to be trying to build parents if they forget their lunch. And I think then if it doesn't happen, they'll have to figure out a different method. But I think they're going to attempt to build them first.
yeah, because if you get these kids that just, don't want their moms to have lunch.
Yes.
It's not a financial problem.
No, it's not.
Then,
Yes.
and then I guess,
Well,
you know, if something arises whether it's a family that has a financial situation, then that will be addressed.
Yeah, well, it's covered by the federal
Right.
school lunch program at that point. So I mean, the kids who need the school lunch are getting the school lunch. Of the kids who are choosing not to bring their lunch or eat their lunch are going to be covered as well. So, all right, that's about it. There's nothing really. How do you guys have any questions about how this one? I think, I mean, our budget's available online. It's pretty much up to date. If I don't get it in the week, I get it within the month. Pretty good with that
They're
stuff.
closing.
Okay.
I thought it was a seven.
There's nothing here.
Okay. I have a comment real quick. For Fun Run.
Yeah.
I noticed in the past, we get checks at Fun Run, right, we're kind of like wondering, you know, like, oh, who do I get the check to? So maybe what we should try to do this year is at the water station, set up another table.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have a PTA banner or a PTA?
We just bring the banner over from the.
And maybe put it on the table, and then maybe, do you already have some of your sheets, that give information about how we spend our money?
I do. I mean,
I got some of those there, and then a box for collecting
Oh, that
donations.
That and the other thing was the getting a gift card for the girl. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
the other thing.
The girl who made the logo.
Yeah, we were gonna do a $25 cheaper check for her. So as a. Yeah, that I think that.
Just as a way to kind of have a place, because otherwise random checks start getting handed to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That would be my suggestion.
Okay, cool. We can do that. Okay.
Does anybody want to get more food while they're here?
No, I already ate. I'll be right back.
Okay, so.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go buy a sandwich.
I had a bite of the roll, it's really good. So, okay, so I'll just going on to the carnival. So I'm gonna have this sign at the front of the school, and there'll be one at the ticket booth in here. Okay, anyway, so to let people know while they're waiting in line to buy their cards, they'll be able to see how it works and have an idea what the prizes are like. So this year we have, punch card. This is for the haunted house and cakewalk, so it's $5 for 5 trips through either one. And then it just gets punched as it's used. And then, a game card, which is $10 for 15 games. So it's pretty much a better deal than last year with the tickets. And so with the game card, it'll be stamped as they play the games. And then so for every row that gets stamped, then they can go to the prize store and redeem their card for prizes. And so they'll get to choose. So, you know, if they fill out the whole card, they can come and get one really good prize for 5 rows, or they can pick 5 little 1-row prizes or 2 and a 3. You know, so they have a lot of choice, and hopefully they get to choose something they really want and compete. So that's how it's going to work this year. Any questions?
Of course, they had like this up there.
Right.
That was great. It was, the kids really were excited about it.
So that's where we got the idea from, to do the cards. And then we also had the idea to, like the Chuck E. Cheese style, where you can, you know, get a better prize instead of the lemon. So I'm hoping the kids will be really excited.
My thought is just be prepared
Tell
for
them to make sure
some
Coach done with practice.
postal cards and be that.
Yeah, so the cards,
My child last year at Little Forest, and we had like 7 stamps on it in case we cried, if we lost it, and we had 7 stamps, and
yeah. So
luckily I got a new one and they stamped it 7 times, and it was fine. But I'm just saying, it'll probably happen that you could, you know, so just, I don't know
Right.
what you guys will do.
Well, so that's why,
Yeah.
we put enough space for the kids to put their name. And so we want them to do that when they purchase it. And so hopefully that'll help. So if we find fraternity in, we know, say, hey, if you want one, come to the table. Tell us your name.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not too much we can do. We don't know the kids.
But having name on the house.
Yeah.
I know that some of those pictures, when they put it down and then they move on and then they're like, where's my car? You know?
So, we still need more volunteers for our booth. So, if you know anybody, you can sign up here or sign up online. And like I've been recruiting, kids who used to be mountain students. So
I
some
like
of
my
them
phone
have
with
signed
games,
up
so I
and
think
they're
I know,
excited
I like
about
going to
that. So they could be in middle school or high school.
This is what you're gonna have to do, you know, take this, yeah, or walk in and go.
Yeah, we do have high school clubs, our society club, they always send students to help out.
That's perfect, new millennium, the wife told me.
Moving on to parent-teacher conversations, so that's later this month. And so, so one, the PTA always organizes for, people to bring in food to feed the staff, because they're here all day. The families. So we have a set menu, and it's just a matter of putting that up and having people sign up for lettuce, or soup, or things like that. One thing we like to have is somebody to come make sure it's set up and somebody to clean up. So that's the only other need we have besides just.
Putting everything in the trash.
Somebody can talk about five kids that were hanging around. Little red out there.
So I was gonna wait till after this crazy to send emails out about the parents.
This is
Okay,
what.
so then, I talked a little bit about the animal night, that's the date change.
Mrs. Favorite wanted to know if anybody had any Wizard of Oz costume. Because it's a Wizard of Oz thing. And if any parents want to help out, she was looking for people to wear their Wizard of Oz costumes. I will choose on.
If you know anyone else who wants to participate. After, do we have any grant requests?
We don't.
So,
Task is ready.
so that's another thing we'll do at a meeting is if we have any grant requests from a teacher or staff or even parents, then we'll discuss what the grant is and vote on it. So,
Outcomes for first grade.
outcomes for first grade.
And fifth grade had a novel that they wanted to supplement their history. They wanted everyone to read a historical fiction novel.
So then we paid for them to buy a set of books for us. That's what grant was tonight. And last thing is, announcements are, next meeting is a Monday evening meeting, November 2nd. So we generally do the first Monday.
We'll go for work, fire. Got moving out of the way to find some time.
Thank you for coming. So we started studying camp.
As long as it's somewhere, that's fine. Still, yeah, she's still doing everything in a positive way. Yeah, no, I told the day, I said, I just wanted to no headphones, no blood, no. I said, you can be pretty easy about letting it go, but when somebody's hurt, you're gonna have to, you can't take advantage of what you want to do. Right.
Some self-assist more choices on the chart, and they're still pretty
Somebody
like,
don't know.
don't want to have to. There's something.
Let the office. Just watch your.
I'm actually here for. I'm picking up other people. If you'd like to go get your spirit.
Oh, yeah.